Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, trees and non-binaries. Adam of the Hostile Atmosphere here, coming at you with some more Legend of Runeterra goodness, and I have a personal confession to make. When the new release dropped a good couple of months ago now, I fell hopelessly and instantly in love with one champion in particular. That is, of course, Kindred. The only champion I've got at Mastery Rank 4 compared to the absolute spread of stuff and absolute personal favourites right here being absolutely unloved and untouched. Kindred just climbed the mastery points for me because of a personal choice. As a non-binary person, I can really relate to Kindred, being a feminine, caring, graceful reliever and bringer of death compared to the masculine, savage and primal wolf. There's two entities in one is something I can very easily relate and speak to, but in terms of a gameplay standpoint, to be able to pick off enemy units, the weakest one at a time, whilst still having a beefy, quick attacker that only keeps growing after leveling up is a very appealing card choice indeed, and something I've been brewing for a while. The only reason Nasus is quite so high is because Kindred Nasus at the beginning of the season was something I was jamming quite a lot, but everyone knows now that you played Nasus with Lantern Daddy because tutors are good in card games. But then again, after that, it means that Kindred's fallen off the bandwagon. We've seen Kindred played in some variants of Undying decks, but I wanted to do something a little bit different. Inspired by Grappler, the most brazen and boorish man in all of Runeterra, I've taken one of his viewer submitted decks and made a few modifications and tweaks into what I call Frozen Bowstring. Two of the finest archer types in League of Legends that I know of. I will not touch League of Legends with a 10-foot pole. Ashe and Kindred brought together into a Frostbite spooky midrange. You get the best of both regions, honestly, in this deck. You get the excellent creature sacrifice plays with your Hapless Aristocrats and Curse Keepers that you can sacrifice to your Glimpse Beyonds and your Spirit Leeches to keep yourself flush with cards when you're up against something aggressive or something control-y. Then you get the Frostbites package in the form of your full Iceveil Archer, and Ranfang Wolf is honestly a secretly very strong card in this deck. It will eat a Mystic Shot every single time, but if it can trade off with a Braum or a Frostbitten enemy, you've really got some value out of this scary, scary puppy. Some good tricks in the form of your usual Frostbites, Brill Steel, Flash Freezes. A one-off of Caught in the Cold, because frostbiting is good, but getting it vulnerable means that you can have it challenge in with your Kindred, who will almost always eat it with a quick attack. The Troll Chants are also a great way to make something cost potentially 0 power so that it can get eaten by Ranfang Wolf and 2 Harsh Winds, because how do you play Frostbites without Harsh Winds? A couple of copies of Rekindler at the top end to be able to bring back Holland Champions, particularly handy because of Ashe's fairly strange power to health ratio, and honestly to be able to have multiple copies of Ashe to be able to freeze down their team on attacks is absolutely amazing in the late game, followed by a cheeky one-off of the Harrowing to just to bring back your team, slay some stuff. If you've got any stuff with Last Breath like your Spider-Man or your Curse Keeper, then they'll leave bodies behind when they go. Some very spicy gameplay here, some Titans of the metagame, but mostly some stuff of metagame to come. That was an interesting game, and some absolute spice that I will always love and appreciate those who brew. And I myself pride myself as a tweaker, someone who takes established deck lists, top of the metagame, middle of the metagame, absolute jank, and then just fine-tune the numbers here and there just to make it a little bit my own, which is what I've done here, and something I'm very proud of and something I very love dearly. Challenge to myself, I was told to play Kindred by a long-time fan of the show and very suspicious jelly bean in Among Us goodness, and I think it's about time that I showcased some Kindred here on the Hostile Atmosphere. But yeah, the games abound. Right, the absolute king of the metagame versus 2 fabulous archers. Let's make that 3 fabulous archers. I do like attacking on evens.
The Emperor commands, the land obeys. Always forward.
Those are visitors. Ooh. Up a time.
Sand and blood!
God damn it. I'll make this one a defensive turn. I think not.
See what we see, soldier.
As good as this attack is, this just gets eaten by the other one. Really? Okay. Black Spear Ashe. Delightful agony shall inflict.
A chill in the air. Azir's command! I'll protect the villages.
Keeping the spell manager's cause.
Lady Elise, where are you?
You must know me, little one.
Release Thresh. Puppy.
I must get out of
No,
here.
not my time, is it? Absolutely fine. Uh-huh.
The soul
Always
wears
away,
away like
grains of sand. Interesting. That happens. You had to attack, you're like you're a simpleton. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Welcome back, Ashe.
One candle for every soul.
If I've forgotten them, no!
Avarosa, guide me!
Dissident!
It's incredibly relevant that these suddenly can't block.
We stand in the footprints of paths
Long trodden.
judgment awaits.
Keeper. Get in the bag, and we're going to block just in case.
The conflagration.
Just in case they have the right of negation. Or the atrocity, of course. Why think about your plays when you can just yeet your champion at me? for Ashe. Ah, Sparkle Stuns. Thank you for not playing Thresh Nasus. Honestly, I love Thresh Nasus as a deck, but it's such stupid bullshit. Okay, the Frostbites is actually really good against Yasuo. And I'm okay with them taking this down, so I'm going to bottom this with Psy Mana. Taking on evens is decent. You're a little too early to the party, but I'll take you anyway. Oh, yeah.
I bear a message from. Oh, hey, what's that?
Neat as our visitors. Goat. Oh, sweet.
Portal me something cool.
Is a Zoe level up something we should be scared of? Probably.
The Order rewards its faithful.
We weren't expecting callers. What's that noise? It'd been worth holding up the spell mana for that glimpse, but I feel like they just concussive Ashe anyway.
I think not.
See? Yeah. Get in the bag. Get in the bag. Notify me. Dare you. Spare Ashe is quite nice. Sure. We're still open because we have Ashe's tag trigger to start Frostbite this, then the Black still Frostbite this. I really want to, but at the moment we develop, they just go play this and Crescent Strike. Okay. But I have another stun for Ashe then. She will. She will unite the Freljord. today, please. Because if you want to hush this, I'll just glimpse in response. Change tracks. It's got a long one. I usually change tracks partway through each game just to change which KDA track I'm going to. Oh, he's halfway there.
What's in here?
Sleep is for the guiltless. Nothing escapes my watch.
Let's do it over there.
Yeah, they don't pay us to attack us over into us. I'll put them in the interesting predicament because assuming they have just this, Puppy challenges Yasuo, everything else gets it. Bold. Incredibly bold choice. Maybe worth glimpsing. Surprised that worked. Because now we have Cursekeeper vulnerable challenge this, Wolf challenges this. Which levels up on the attack. Okay, no, the attack triggers in a Frostbite this, which is also something we want to try and challenge into. They have exactly the mana for Castle Palms, so let's go attacking.
My aim is true. It's too late for you.
Now we're going to glimpse the Cursekeeper.
I call this constellation the Jump Rope.
Well, hi, Kindred. Deep in the tank. Because I'll tell you something, the moment that Yasuo actually levels, he gets way worse in this matchup.
Wheel turns.
Baby comes night. Time to make colours. Still has spell shield, so what we're gonna do so that one Yep, so this only takes 2 and Ashe only takes 1. Then we will
Winter is the Freljord's
start to lock them out of their turn. Equinox. Okay.
So much tinier than most beast doggies. Let's do it over there.
Because Runtoss Shaman here will ignore the spell shield on Yasuo.
ice runs in our veins.
Mhm. Four, 7, 10, 11. Sure. Can't on things. May have been correct to challenge the Yasuo here, but I feel like I would have just played with backup Yasuo. What intended, friend?
The frost reveals all to me.
Shall we, Earwolf?
I'm ready, little lamb. Worth a try.
Bring me the calm of an ice-shrouded world. Ice runs in our veins.
And now we can get this Slay off, which would be great to try and heal this Ashe. What you got there, friend? What is this? It's just going to obliterate the Runeterra Shaman. So if that's the case, I'm just going to do this.
Its heart beats fast now.
It knows.
Nice hue, frost hue. I'll tell you what, the open attack does kill them.
Sends
Pulls
chills
out
up
my
my
spine.
spine.
Stand together.
Frozen out. Wahaha.
The war is over.
Now we rebuild. Ooh. Is this the Destined Poro deck? Beat Landmark? You guys can go away. I have no idea what to expect. So it might be too early for the Ashe, but I'm going to keep the Ashe anyway. Okay, cool. We've got an early curve, that's what counts. To tell you something, freezing Kate is exactly what we want to do. Keep a light to our opponent because they're playing something off the beaten track.
Sands beneath me and winds behind me.
I would not mind having this have vulnerable.
They're out there.
What a shame for you!
If they're out there, what a shame for you. Come at me. Come at me. Didn't think so. Punk. We weren't expecting callers.
That's new. Provoking it.
Off you go. Like Kate, I dare you.
Odd behavior.
Woohoo!
I will unite the Freljord.
Hmm. So I... over here. Sure. I have no idea what is going on and I love it. Stand together. Onboard locks here.
Excuse us.
You're excused. Okay.
The time is right.
Right now. You have a second shape zone? Didn't think so.
If I stumble, I have the earth to catch me.
These old eyes
Still see far and clear. That's some card draw right there. Three out of 5. What stupid? Oh yeah, of course. Hmm. Ah. Gross. We're gonna wait for them to attack.
Distance means so
Little
little when
thing.
family
Family means so much.
A true Freljordian welcome.
Two, 4, 6. No, we don't have the.
turn the stones. Scumrash just pointed it down.
ready the torches. Light the signal fires.
You are welcome.
Bring me the calm of an ice
Shrouded World. Because this will level up Ashe on round start. I think then what we do is we try to troll charm something so that Ashe can live through blocking Talia.
What do you make of that? I'm not sure.
Ice runs in our veins.
Avarosa, guide me!
So I think we actually have to defend this card.
This! Think I see something!
I don't care. Why? Why? Okay. Some in the sand.
If it's a fight they want,
Block you. Ashe wins these. Take 6 from the attack trigger, they trade. If they shape Stone Talia again, we get to Flash Freeze. I've only seen one shape out of them. Okay, this time I think we can actually defend the Ashe. We can still Flash Freeze. Okay. Okay, I'm at 1.
Sends chills up my spine.
winter take you.
This is the part where they play Katarina, and I die.
We can always rely on you to keep us safe.
Avarosans, stand together!
Layer the 2, which is deeply heartbreaking.
The frost reveals all to me.
Turn the stones! Throw another rock. These
because the wording is really dumb. Talia has to be on board for these spikes to happen. Of course, they just write every negation in too. Yeah, whatever. Not mad, but very confused. Then again, they probably appreciated the fact that we were playing something weird as well. The best friend of Sherlock Holmes is playing what I'm only going to presume is the Predict deck with Kahiri? I'm keeping this simply because multiple Kahiris in the end of the game can be terrifying. Yep, Kahiri deck. Chronomancer.
We can always rely on you to keep us safe.
A chill in the air.
It can be undone.
Okay, I'll take this pass every day of the week. And you can die.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
Yep, it's the Kahiri deck.
I'll check for their side.
Oh, they chose it in the landmark. What? Oh.
As the arrow flies.
Sure.
It's not safe.
Ah.
Without the other.
I think the open's too good, right?
Arrows at the ready.
Because I would like to develop this just to be able to have Kindred just chomp in, but
Do you need help?
mm,
They will.
With this, we stand a fighting chance.
okay. No, swing with him, I tell you. Yeah, that happens.
Gently.
The weapon and I are one.
My dude. You're playing against Frostbites.
Oh no.
Uh-huh. Oh. I snap picked something there. Go.
I thought I was ready. I didn't know what was waiting.
Off you go. Because for some reason I don't have a single unit to my own. Ah, that's Archery there.
What did you see in there? What did you learn?
I can say I got some very hands-on research done.
Well, as we play this, we won't have access to harsh winds. Yeah, we still need to do
One
that.
candle for every sun.
I was so careful not to create a paradox, but we never considered conjoined timelines.
That's cool. Right, come at me.
No more wasting time.
Jump one.
Such naivete.
Spirit journey with this to mark one.
The pulse fades away.
On to the next.
My aim is true.
Cool thing. God damn it. Oh, this will actually kill the Ashe, so I do need to do this, so she doesn't go down to 2 height.
They will.
Bring me
In
the
the calm of an ice-shrouded world.
Ice
Runs in our veins.
Another me? The sisters did warn us.
The weapon and I are one.
The time is right. Strike now.
Frozen in time. With grace and precision. What a yo-yo-y day, man. Then again, losing to stuff in the meta and bizarre being stuff that looks to be in the future meta, because Zillion looks absolutely amazing and something we're going to be brewing right off the bat here on the channel. Frozen Archery. I mean, that looks to Frostbite Nasus before he can never be atrocitied. And the same great Frostbite mid-rangey gameplay and the great Shadow Isle sacrifice gameplay that you can come to expect from both regions brought together with some fierce archery. Thank you for watching. Like if you like what you see, subscribe if you want to see more. But until next time, it's been Adam of the Hostile Atmosphere reminding you to live free and play well.